Like I said before, so many stories happen here that if you don't keep on top of them, you just miss some. And I remembered one just now that I want to try and run through. I'm not sure I'm awake enough and well enough to tell the story properly. It was fucking hysterical. Yesterday, at the end of that rant, Max rolls up. Max is a skater kid. I love Max to death. I've talked a little about Max before. We'll talk about him some more later. He's an amazing skater kid. I befriended him. Sometimes I feel like I'm just with my smoking buddy. Sometimes I feel like I have to sort of be the older dude mentor dude. Sometimes I don't know who the fuck I am and I'm doing a comedy routine and I find I'm friends with this kid, and even though he's a lot younger than me, he's a really good kid and I try and steer him in the right direction. We kick it, we have fun, we smoke weed together. He rolls up, he says, "Hey, can you smoke me out?" And I go, "Yeah." We start smoking. He looks over on the boardwalk and sees this really kind of disheveled and kind of aggro looking black guy. Looked like he had some tweaker or some schizophrenic energy going on. Those two mimic each other so much sometimes that it's hard to tell the two apart. He's wandering around with one white sock and one bare foot, kind of mumbling to himself in a black velvet running suit. Like someone's really nice lounging suit at some point that now is just his hand-me-down, right? He walks over. He says, "Hey," Max goes, "Hey, so-and-so. I met you yesterday. Hey, sit down, what's up? You seen so-and-so? You know? You seen Eduardo?" "No, man, I ain't seen Eduardo." No, you know Eduardo, right? You don't? No, man, I ain't seen Eduardo. "But you know Eduardo." "Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know Eduardo." He says, "But you were with Jaime." "No, I never met Jaime." "Wasn't you the one that didn't we meet yesterday?" "No." And he's like, "Can I smoke?" And I was like, "Yeah, you can smoke." He says, "But aren't you," he's like harassing the guy now. "Didn't we meet you? Weren't you there when we..." "No, man, yeah, that was probably me. I mean, I think I met the man." I finally looked over, I said, "Max, don't make the man lie. Let him smoke with us." He'd never met him. He looked like a guy he'd met yesterday. Guy walked up. Now I'm sitting there, and what's going through my brain? What's going through my brain is that Jesus Christ teaches you never to judge anyone, and that if you meet a man poorer than you, even when you're at the bottom of the barrel, there's somebody poorer than you, be friggin' nice to him. So now, as he's smoking with us, I'm visualizing, AIDS and gonorrhea, and you can't get gonorrhea, like, you know what I'm saying, herpes, you can't get, you know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting there and I'm like, why are we smoking my weed for free with this man who Max did not know, never knew, and the guy just wandered up like people do, like, "Hey, can I get a toke?" And Max just went, "Oh, you're so-and-so." The guy wasn't so-and-so, he didn't know so-and-so, and the funny part of the story, the reason why this story is worth telling is when I looked over, Max was clearly harassing the guy to lie so he could smoke with us. "Well, but don't you know Eduardo?" "Yeah, I mean, I think I met Eduardo a couple of times." It's like, dude, stop making the guy with the Morgan Freeman voice and the schizophrenic meth-infused affect lie to get a toke. Just give him a fucking toke, Max. It was actually really funny, and I had to practice my Jesus principles, even when my Jewish self is sitting there going, "Well, it's dirty. I mean, we don't know him, but he's poor and he's wandering around the boardwalk with half a sock, and maybe he has, McMethaids, herpes, gonorrhea." No. You can't get virtually any of that like that. Literally, virtually nothing can you get from that. But, it brings out the remaining hysterical, cleanly obsessed Jew/elitist in me saying, why are we sharing my weed with this guy and he's going to give me McHerpes, which he's not. And there's no such thing as McHerpes, so don't worry about that. I didn't mean to impugn the fine products of the McDonald's Corporation or the herpes illness or either of the two. Do they sell herpes? They don't sell herpes illness, but they sell the herpes illness vaccine, and that's why they popularized the herpes illness, and that's why my illness doesn't get any play, because so far it hasn't sold anything. If my illness would just go out there and do the hard legwork of selling some shit, possibly a herpes vaccine, then everyone would say, "Look, John has herpes." See what I'm saying? Okay. So not so much, but then it was funny because the guy is sitting there. Part of the point of the story too, he's a reasonably honorable guy. All he has to do at that point to get a toke is to say to Max, "Yeah, I know Eduardo, shit Eduardo from the corner," and then he gets a toke. But he's like got the remaining kernel of integrity, and also knowing that he doesn't want to lie and get caught in a lie. But also I saw some integrity going on. That's, do I have to pretend to know you to get a toke? Can't you just smoke me out? Yes, we can smoke you out, random guy. We really can. And we can try to not think about McAIDS and a half a sock while we're doing it. And there's no such thing as McAIDS, and there's no such thing as McHerpes. And soon, when someone makes some money off this illness, there will be McMorgellons, and then we'll all be happier or not. Maybe I'll be less miserable. Maybe you'll be the same. That guy will be the same. Max will be the same. I'll be the same because I'll be well by then. But someone else with Morgellons will be glad that he got some airplay and made some money and then got some PR. So that'll be awesome. And in the meantime, that man had integrity, and we didn't need to harass him to smoke weed, Max. So, but you're wonderful. I love you. You're my boy. Okay.